Breaking news out of the Washington Commanders replacement squad. Following a pretty poor loss to the Chicago Bears last week, Cam Newton and head coach Shane Falco got into a bit of an argument, which led to Cam Newton immediately being released. On top of that, they also made a choice to release Jake Dolegala. They did bring in veteran quarterback Colt McCoy to try to bring a veteran presence to the quarterback room. However, he did not stick with the team long. Instead, they went out and found new quarterbacks, one of which hasn't played since college. And that would be Tyree Jackson from Buffalo. He was a free agent, but listed at tight end. They have switched him back to quarterback, and we'll see what they plan to do with him. He has a lot of speed, 83, with acceleration at an 89. And to replace that third quarterback spot, they brought in Jake Luton, who will be primarily just an overall backup for him. 6'6", 244 out of Oregon State. He has some pretty decent throw power with 87, solid accuracy for the short range with a 77, deep and medium need work, and he provides some escapability from the pocket. But the only remaining quarterback from the original group, Jake Cohn, the rookie out of Notre Dame, will be getting the start as the other quarterbacks learn the scheme. When head coach Shane Falco was asked, all he said was, "We need someone with heart to lead this team." And there you have it. What this team needs to get their first victory is heart. And hopefully with Cohn now being our starter, brought in some other quarterbacks, maybe we'll see something change there. Dolegala, really, he wasn't the answer. He had a good arm strength, but the accuracy was not there. So when we brought him in, really didn't seem to help all too much. Cam Newton did okay. He was brought in to be a mentor for our quarterbacks, and really nothing great. He had I feel like just as many turnovers as he did positives. So we've gone in a different direction, brought in a new, just all-around backup quarterback, and then we brought in the tight end, former college quarterback in Jackson. He'll definitely be used as a situational kind of player. I don't foresee him being the overall starter because the accuracies aren't there. He hasn't played quarterback in a couple of years. So Cohn will get the start. We'll see how well he could do there. On top of the changes to the quarterbacks, we made a change to the scheme of the offense, focusing more on the run. This team has played better when we focused more on the run than the passing. So we'll focus in on that. We also changed up the playbook a little bit. So we'll see all that in this Green Bay Packers game. And hopefully, against a 2-4 team, we'll get our first win. And we'll be getting a good look at these new quarterbacks pretty quickly, as we will be receiving the opening kick. Williams will catch it at the goal line, has some pretty decent blocking, will get up to about the 25. And as mentioned, we are going to focus primarily on the run game. And in doing so, we made some changes to the receiving group. Who's going to be out there the most often? Our best receiving target this entire season, as we get a gain of 3 here by Borgie, has been Dylan Stoner. So despite him being really our slot guy, he will come out here in the 2 receiver sets. He'll be over on the right-hand side. Not a lot of space here. Throw that one out, and that one's going to get intercepted. The hit laid on the quarterback really threw off the timing. That might be a pick 6. Indeed it is. Really unfortunate there, as the hit laid there on Cohn really took a lot off of it. That was intended to go to the tight end Muse, but it ended up kind of going in between Kalinick and Muse. And then obviously we know Savage, he took it back. Well, that definitely wasn't the start we were looking for. We'll try again. Second possession here. Start with a run, cut back to the left. Borgie will get forward. Another short gain to start us off. And since we don't have a true fullback on roster, we're using Kalinick, who is our tight end. He's not a burner, and he's our best run blocker. So we'll see him a bit out there at that fullback spot. And with Kalinick dropping to that fullback spot, wow, Smart will be taking over that second tight end spot, and they'll all come in here and help us get the first down with Huntley checking in, gets a gain of 7. And for the first time, Tyree Jackson comes out there in the shotgun look. This will be a handoff down the middle. Borgie trying to find some room to run. Not a whole lot of space. But you can definitely expect Tyree Jackson to be primarily used as a runner. As we'll come out here, triple option time. Flip this one out just in time. Borgie with a nice spin move off the tackle. We'll get forward for a gain of 5. And Jackson doesn't have the best stamina or injury rating, so don't expect him to be out there for long stretches of time, just a couple plays here and there. Dump this one off Borgie out of the backfield. We'll get forward, first down to the 44. And with that fresh set of downs, we'll come back with a play action rollout here. Tight end has some space. Again, a really poor pass and a diving interception. Alexander with the INT. And again, going for the tight end. That pass just wildly inaccurate. Still have to give big props though, because that was a heck of an interception there by Jair Alexander. They'll come out on offense, bunch to the right-hand side. Dump this one off. Big hit there on the outside. Trill Williams knocks down Jones after a catch, gain of 2. And on 2nd and 8, they'll drop under center. Still have a bunch to that right-hand side. Now they're going to motion over one of their receivers, and it's a delayed kind of jet sweep. He breaks the tackle. Their ball is out. I don't know who knocked it free, but Wiggins scoops it up. He's headed to the house, and this is going to be a tie game. I think I said Trill Williams on the previous play, but it was Wiggins who made both the plays. Don't know who forced the fumble. Hopefully we'll get a replay. And the play all starts here with McLaurin, former member of the Commanders. He had to be released, obviously, as this challenge started. And it was Gemmel, our linebacker, who actually forced the fumble, comes running up from behind and knocks it free. One heck of a play there by the defense to really make up for what could have been a really big play to McLaurin. And it's also very fitting that the Packers would end up picking him up, as they've struggled with bringing in receivers to help out Rodgers, who has all the time in the world and will finally throw this one out of bounds. And not much really changed over on the defense in between last episode and this episode. Took a look over at the entire roster, looked at all open free agents. Unfortunately, no one really was available that could come in and make an impact. So we'll really just have to hope that we could have more than just Shaka Toney step up on this defense. And that could have been a big play, but they find Watson with the first up to the 43. I believe it was Gemmel. It could have also possibly been Allen. One of our linebackers was right behind where Watson caught that ball, just couldn't come down in time to lay the hit. To the outside, a nice hit there laid by Job, but Watson holds on. 2nd and 4, to the left here for Rodgers. Will be another pass, has a couple different options to go to the outside, and that one not caught. Receiver was out of bounds. And I would like to bring pressure, but against Aaron Rodgers, he knows how to defeat the blitz extremely quickly, but apparently doesn't know how to throw a screen pass. Defense gets the stop. And after starting the day with 2 interceptions, Cone is out. Into the fire goes Luton. At least I think it's Luton. Might be Lutton. I don't know. But he's in at quarterback. We'll see if he could throw some more accurate passes than what we were getting out of Cone. Cone did have some interceptions earlier in the season, but he showed to be the best possible of our formerly current quarterbacks. As we get a nice run here by Borgie with the first down up to the 44. And since Luton doesn't have a whole lot of out of the pocket kind of experience, Tyree Jackson comes back in. We'll hand this one off down the middle to Kalinick, but eaten up in the middle by a combination of Wyatt and Clark. But we'll keep him out there for 2nd and 10. Some more read options here. We'll keep this one acting. That was read beautifully. Absolutely perfect by the defense. And that will send us into the 2nd quarter, where we're going to have to come up with some play to get us a good chunk of yards. 3rd and 14. As we're going to try to get Stoner on a corner route here, maybe Smart down the seam. And it looks like Smart's going to be the best option. Right down the seam, caught, first down. First time I feel like we've really been this far down the field on offense as we get to the opponent 30. And I have to highlight, that was a really nice throw there by Luton. That's just what I'm going to say. If you could let me know in the comment section if that's not how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm going to go with it. Borgie down the middle, we'll get a gain of 3. And on 2nd and 7, staying out in that same look. Maybe Stoner on the, I guess, deeper zig route. Also going to have Smart again down the seam, and he's wide open. A nice throw by Luton, and we're into the end zone. Smart gets on the board as we take a lead here against the Packers. And with that touchdown drive, serious questions now come in. Has Cone lost his spot as a starter? Possibly even a rotational quarterback. We'll see how well Luton, whatever his name is, can do for the remainder of this game, as we almost knock that one free. Just some really sure hands from the Packers receivers today as they come out, trips to the left-hand side. They go with a pass here, a play action pass. We'll go across McLaurin, tackled, be forward for a gain of 4. And on 3rd and 2, a shotgun spread look as we come out with a double A gap, trying to get Tony clean off the edge. And what did I tell you? Rodgers, he knows how to defeat the blitz. As soon as that ball touched his hands, he was already throwing it to the tight end, converting the first. And they'll follow that up with a heavy set, 3 tight ends all to the right. Jones, the single back, will be another pass as we try to sit underneath some of these guys. And there's a sack down the middle. Number 58, Shaka Toney. 100% Shaka Toney is the best player on this team, consistently making plays. That's something we do not see from anyone else. He's also the highest rated player on this team, with his dev boost he had earlier in the season as a nice run after the catch. Almost got the first, but Lazard needed 5 more yards. 3rd and 5, a bunch to the left-hand side. Do they have one? Yeah, another receiver off to the right. Have a couple underneath routes. Trying to cover all of them, but someone's going to get open. That was a really interesting play design, and it worked out for him. This cornerback group does not have a lot of experience, nor a lot of top-end talent. So you throw a look like that at them, and you're bound to get several people open. Really feel like this game is going to come down to who can make that one last splash play. Like what we've seen from the defense with the forced fumble. A nice couple passes down the seam to our tight end. That got us up. But it might be the consistent play from the Packers that helps them edge it out. We'll see as the game goes along. But they've had the most consistent success on offense so far today as they dump this one off. Tanyan will spin off the tackle and get another first. And we've been sticking to the man coverage. That's where we have the best coverage ratings on the team. We'll see if that changes as the series goes along. Nice stop down the middle. Will end up only being a gain of 1 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Empty look here for Rodgers. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and a 1, not even a 1 on 0. No one close. Lazard will tie this thing up. Well, Luton, if you want to make your shot here at our starting quarterback, this is a great opportunity. Try to set up this receiver screen, have some space. Caden Johnson with a catch. Try to get the juke around Alexander, but couldn't find the edge. Or go to the hurry up look here. They'll have one deep safety. Do we have anyone open? Not really. Try to go to the tight end, and once again, incomplete pass. For some reason, each time we've tried to throw to Muse, the tight end. Smart, it's been fine, but Muse has not gotten some good looks. We'll go with the run down the middle here. Borghi will get close to the first, and they'll give it to us. We'll call our first timeout. And on 1st and 10, we're going to keep Jackson out there. We'll go with a potential pass here. Remember, he does also have the best arm on the team, just not very good accuracy. And that one ends up getting tipped up and intercepted. I feel like I just need to stop throwing the ball to Muse, because every time I do, it does not end well. 1st and 10 here with Rodgers. Minute 20 on the clock. They could take a lead here before half. Or they'll go with a dump off to the outside, get a couple yards, take off a few seconds. They'll come out with that bunch to the left-hand side. Double A-gap look on defense. Try to get Tony off the edge, and we do, but not in time. Rodgers finds Tanyan once again, and they're down to the 23. And as we were talking about last time, last big play and most consistency. Now both of those going towards the Packers, unless our defense can make a big play here down towards the red zone. And every time we're leaving at least one player open as Tanyan gets his third or second first down of the drive. I know he's had at least 3 catches. Don't remember if the first one, I think the first one was just a gain of 5. Just feels like everyone's a first down. Into the red zone they go. 51 seconds on the clock. A shotgun look. Allen trying to sit underneath the tight end. They go to the outside, and a spin move, still in bounds. First down at the 1. They'll come out with a heavy look. One receiver to the left-hand side is McLaurin. I would expect they would hand this one off to Aaron Jones as they motion over DeGuara, I believe. Run to the left-hand side. It's stuffed, but not stuffed well enough. And they'll take the lead. Jones with the touchdown. And the only quarterback for us not to throw an interception today is Luton. So he'll get the drive here before half. See if we can find something. And that's not going to be much. Sack on first down. Call a timeout. Really need one of our receivers to break open here. We don't have enough time nor timeouts to call timeouts. We'll dump this one off here to Borghi. He will get forward and we'll get out of bounds, setting up a 3rd and 9. We'll definitely get back to more of the running in the second half. But I would like some points here before the end of the first half, as we had Stoner breaking open, but the line couldn't hold long enough. And with 15 seconds left before half, hopefully we could get the stop. They go with Jones down the middle. Big hit from Gemmell. Will be a loss of 1, and hopefully that'll send us on through. And indeed it will. So an up and down first half, some really big plays, and some really bad plays. So take a look at the board. 76 passing yards, 44 rushing. We've given up 3 turnovers. We can't give up turnovers if we're this low of an overall. Let's check on some other scores. The Lions taking on the Cowboys. Cowboys are up 10-7. As we look onto the second game, over towards the West Coast, the Saints taking on the Cardinals. The Cardinals get the victory, 35-21. They're 5-2 on the season. That's interesting. Obviously, in real life, Cardinals didn't have a great season this last year. As we look at our final game, another 10-7 one with the Jaguars up on the Giants. Jaguars 5-1 on the year, Giants 4-2. And as we jump back to our game, we will be kicking off to start the second half. So defense going to have to come up big once again. McGinnis boots it deep, caught by Nixon in the end zone, and he'll take a knee. So far today, the defense has kept up with the scoring of the offense. Again, that's something we've seen quite often, as another big hit from Gemmell at the line of scrimmage, knocking down Jones. 5 rushes for 5 yards on the day. That is all we've given up for Aaron Jones on the ground. He does have 6 points though, so take that as you will. 2nd and 10 will be another pass here from Rodgers as we sit in the zone. Someone's going to break open shortly. They do. Wide open. Goes to 87. Dobes? Not sure. But we've given up a lot of receiving today. Something we tried to work on. Unfortunately, there's just not much options, at least now, to try to build a better cornerback group. So we'll have to make do with what we have, try to get pressure when we can. I'll go with a run here, and that's going to be the best run of the day. Jones will end up doubling his total yardage. And that'll get him a fresh set of downs down to the 23. Aaron Rodgers is in his X-Factor mode, so you know he's about to throw some very accurate passes. We'll just have to get a little bit lucky, but a nice adjustment there from the receiver. We tried to jump the route. He cut it back. Well done. I'll get him another first down, this time inside the 15 at the 12. As an audible here from Aaron Rodgers. We'll send 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Setting up another pass, couple underneath routes. That's all they've really been doing today. We just haven't been covering well enough. Broken tackle will get forward for a gain of 5. The unfortunate part is we've just allowed Rodgers to just easily throw. It's just pitch and catch out there as they check to an empty set. Bad play. It's overall bad play. And we now find ourselves down 14 points and really need to get on the board quickly. Borghi not down. We'll try to get up, but we'll maybe get about another half yard there. The problem is we're better at running, but we keep getting in situations that we need to pass the ball to get some chunk yards. Borghi trying to stretch to the outside. A nice broken tackle there will actually get the first down. Now, can we use the run game to open up the pass game a little bit? A play action rollout here. Try to find something. Nothing really opening up. We'll toss that one away late to avoid the sack. And maybe we should try dropping to shotgun a little bit here. Try to take out as many people from the middle as possible, as Huntley tried to let the offensive line find some blocks. Unfortunately, they couldn't find Campbell. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Needing a first down here. Trips to that right-hand side, covering it very well in that pass, way too far outside. And now each of our quarterbacks have thrown an interception. 1st and 10 here for Aaron Rodgers. They're still trying to pass the ball and passing the ball very well. DeGuara with the catch. We get forward for a gain of 5. Rodgers is 21 of 24 on the day. About what you would expect. A high caliber quarterback going against a very low caliber DB group. He's going to find ways to pick them apart. And on 3rd and 1, they come out with a shotgun look. We're going to bring the double A-gap blitz. Quick pass caught by Tanyan with a really good adjustment to the ball, which wasn't a perfect throw, but at least was still in Tanyan's range. And I'm pretty sure we would take that throw over any of the poor passes we've seen from our quarterbacks. Another shotgun look here, trips to the right-hand side. Tanyan shifts down to the line. Go with another pass, some quick curls, which we try to sit under all of them. There's an interception for Job. This might be the play we needed. McLaurin in hot pursuit. Job is not breaking away. Will be brought down at the 18, but we're in the red zone. Took away a scoring opportunity and provided one for ourselves. Now we just need to capitalize off of it. We'll come out here in the pistol. Jackson at quarterback. We'll hand this one off down the middle. Borghi had some space, but a nice tackle there from Lowry. 2nd and 7. We'll go to the read option. Triple read option here. So we go with the swing pass. We'll toss that one out late. Can Tyree get the block? No, but Borghi has the edge and we'll get the first down. Interesting choice there by Quay Walker. If he attacks that play a little bit sooner, I don't even think we get much of anything, maybe even a loss on the play. Hand this one off. Kalinick read beautifully. That also takes us into the 4th quarter. We're still down 2 possessions here. We could use a touchdown, and what a play by Gary. Wow. Definitely looked like he was coming after the fullback, but he just lit up Jackson. And we're going to have to try to pass the ball here. We have a receiver going to the outside, and we overthrow Williams. That's something we just can't have. 4th and goal. We need a touchdown here. Going to come out with an empty look. Someone's got to break open. Stoner underneath, and that one gets broken up by the safety. It'll be a turnover on downs. Was not a bad decision to go with that route. Just a great play made by the Packers. That's something we've seen over and over again. Shakatoni clean off the edge. He forces the fumble. Strobin picks it up. And we'll take back over at the 1 once again. Shakatoni being the only one on this team making plays. Was left untouched. Timed the hit beautifully. And unfortunately, Strobridge dives on it rather than scooping it. But I'm not going to complain. This team trying to do whatever it can to stay in these things. 1st and goal. Big versus big, and Clark just demolished our center. Like, as soon as that ball was snapped, I'm pretty sure I saw the center go flying. Maybe try to get a zig route here with Williams. Just try to get something on the outside. They cover it beautifully. Luton tried to step up. Got swallowed up. Just nothing really opening up here at any level. They're getting pressure. They're covering everyone. And they're getting sack after sack. 4th and goal, yet again, we got to go for it. Maybe we could get Jones to the pylon. Smart down the seam. It's been open a couple times. Toss this one off, 1-on-1. And he gets the catch. But they say no? Come on. You got to give that to us. And it won't even let us challenge it. It says there's nothing to challenge. Maybe there'll be a booth review? No booth review. Will it let us challenge now? No, it's not. It's just not even going to let me challenge it. So I guess we'll watch a replay of it. But that looked like it was a touchdown. Maybe that 2nd foot did come down out of bounds. He gets the catch there. 1 foot in. I don't know. That the toe lands on the line, but right there where it actually comes down, he's in bounds. I think we got ripped out of a touchdown. Well, that would be the luck of this series. A great play there made by Jones. Should have been a touchdown. The refs didn't give it to us. They also don't let us even challenge it. Not much more to say there. We have the ball at the 1, and we get nothing out of it. Unfortunately, squandering away another great play made by Shakatoni. And at this point, all the Packers really have to do is just run the clock out. There's really not a whole lot of time. Clearly, we haven't been able to pass the ball very well. They'll go with another pass here, though. And why not? Tanyan was wide open. But in a way, is the defense only giving up 28 points, at least to this point, knock on wood, a good performance from them? I think so. I think the defense played pretty well today. The offense consistently put them in poor situations, and when they gave us opportunity, as we miss a sack here, maybe Shakatoni will get back. No, instead they'll find Lazard close to the first down. But yeah, the defense, when they gave the offense good opportunities, we just weren't able to capitalize off of them. And that's kind of what led us here. Good coverage again on this play will force a throwaway. 3rd and 3, bunch to the left. Try to get Tony off the edge, and there's another sack for the man. 3 on the day, including one of them, which was a sack fumble. Now, if you just imagine the refs give us our catch in the end zone, this drive would be to tie the game. Have to go with the slant, and that's probably going to be defensive pass interference. And they call it on Stoner? Are you kidding me? Talk about rigging the NFL. I don't even know how you call that. Well, not much we can do here besides just trying to go for it here. A nice catch. No, dropped at the last second. Once again, Jones almost with a splash play. Just at the last second, doesn't go our way. That's been the entire thing today. And did Savage just kick Luton in the face? Honestly, at this point, wouldn't be surprised, as it looks like we're going to head into the 2-minute warning here. We're still down 2 touchdowns. And in comes Jackson. He has the best arm on the team, not accuracy, and the best legs at the quarterback spot in case we need them. We'll go with a quick throw underneath Williams with the catch, and it's going to be hurry up from here. We don't have much other choice. Like I said, we still need 2 touchdowns, and that'll be just to tie. How about across the middle? Finally, we're going to find a pass to Stoner. Gets the first down, crossing midfield. About 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Granted, we're then going to go into hurry up, so much less than that now. There's double coverage to the left-hand side. Smart can't hold on to it, so at least stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Maybe Jones again to that corner. See kind of where they end up sending everyone. Can throw that underneath and almost, he got a hand on it at least. Saying Jones hasn't played that slot position all too badly today. Could we possibly move Stoner to the outside? That is a possibility, as we have Smart with a 1. Oh, he fumbles it. Get it, pick it back up. Okay. Interesting play. We still get the first down, and we stop the clock. If he breaks the tackle instead of fumbling it, is it possibly a touchdown? Maybe, but we'll never know. How about Smart here over the top of Campbell? Can't hold on to it. 2nd and 10 here as we try to empty out one side of the field, and a great job by the D-line. We'll have to use one of our timeouts. At this point, it's a touchdown, and you have to kick the onside, so might as well start using the timeouts here. Let's switch Borghi and Williams route. So I want Williams going deep. 1-on-1, can he make the play? No, boxed out beautifully by Savage. Another interception, and that'll do it. This game is over. Not the game where we're looking for offensively. Defensively, I think we played pretty well. Held them to 34 rushing yards. Passing, we know we're not the greatest in the DB group, but I still think overall the defense played really well. They gave us opportunity on offense. We just couldn't capitalize off of them. And I think that game showed that Luton should be our starting quarterback moving forward. I think he was able to do more, make some more accurate throws than what we have seen from Cone. Cone has had a lot of opportunity up until now to stake his claim as a starter. Even when Cam Newton was here, he wasn't our starter. We tried to give him the start, and he just consistently missed some bad throws. Not saying that Luton didn't miss some throws, but I think of our quarterbacks, He's who we should have moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, the next game will be against the 3-4 Indianapolis Colts. That means we're going to have to stop Jonathan Taylor. Hopefully they focus just on running and they don't obliterate our defensive back group. They don't have a good passing game, 24th in the league. They're not great at stopping the pass, 23rd in the league. However, they're really good at running the ball, 3rd in the league. And they're pretty decent at stopping the run too, 10th in the league. We'll see what we can do next episode. Really want to focus on the run game. I keep talking about that, but we keep getting in situations we have to pass to try to get some chunk yards. Hopefully next week we don't do that. And then when we get some good play from our defense, we have to capitalize off of it. We had a sack fumble that we recovered at the 1-yard line, and we ended that drive back towards the 20. So we got to be able to fix that. We got to be able to capitalize, and that'll be the game plan next episode. So make sure you guys are subscribing if you're not already, and tick that bell icon to be notified of when this series is posted, or when any of my series are posted. 4 videos every week. This series Monday and Thursday, the state-only challenge, posted on Wednesday and Saturdays. So until next time, where hopefully we'll get our first win. I'm going to say it every time until it happens. We'll see you guys later. Bye.